Hey guys, welcome to Craft Time. Today we're going to be making a paper chain wall art craft. This one doesn't need a lot of supplies, but it's a lot of kind of prep work. And so the first thing is you're going to need 5 different colors of paper. So I have these pretty neon ones. You want them to almost be like in a gradient kind of color, like where it's purple into blue into green. This isn't a perfect match, but this is what I could find. And so, but if you look it up online, there's a really cool one where it's like purples and pinks and blues, and it's just like very gradual. But to do that, I would have had to buy each separate pack of colors, and it was going to get expensive. So instead, I just found this one, and it was a pack of 5 different colors, which costs as much as maybe 1 or 2 packs of the colored paper. And so this worked good for me. And the hardest part of this is you have to cut out 80 strips of each color. And they're going to be about this size, 1 inch by 8 inches. And you're going to do 80 of each. So I went ahead and cut all mine up and put them in little baggies. And so I'm going to start and show you guys kind of what we need to do. And then you're also going to need staples, and quite a few because we're stapling 80 of them. And then you will also need something to hang them from. So you could probably do a string. It might be kind of too heavy for that. So you could try that if you're in a pinch, but I think like a curtain rod or something like that would work really well, or like a wooden dowel, a really long wooden one would work. So I'm actually going to start with purple and then move on from there. And you guys can probably hear my puppy crying in the other room. She's upset about nothing. And so you're going to start off by doing a paper chain with 4 of each color. And so you're going to wrap them over like that and staple them. I tried to make this video with them out of their beds, and I had to stop 5 times. And so that is why she's crying. So you're going to do 4 of each color for the first one. I try not to laugh at her, but she's just so pitiful. Okay. So like that, pretty easy. And then you just move on to the next color. So we're going to do my darker blue. And just start adding the 4 of that color to this. And this part is probably going to be very relaxing. It's the cutting out all the 80 pieces that was, which I don't mind doing it, but it takes a bit of time. So you're really going to get help with that. So there's my blue. This one, I had trouble figuring out where I wanted to put it in my line of colors. It's more of a greenish kind of blue, but it doesn't necessarily look exactly green, but I'm just going to kind of put it in there where I think it'll work. And the idea is you could do a whole wall of these all the same length, but I'm actually going to do it where I do less in each one as it goes out, so it kind of makes an arrow almost. So there's 4 of that one. I'm going to move on to my light blue. And don't worry guys, I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. I'll just kind of show you. I may even do a time lapse of the rest of it. So I know that would be very boring. And this would be a good activity if you want to do something while you can watch TV or listen to a podcast or something. This would be a good activity for that, because all you really need to pay attention to is the numbers of how many paper strips you're doing, but other than that, you're not having to think too hard about it. So Okay, and then our last one is the light green one. Should say bright green. But I chose this craft because I think it would be a really fun wall decoration that's really bright and colorful. Doesn't cost a lot, and then when you get tired of it, you can just get rid of it. I think it's going to look really cool when it's all done. All right, so there's my 4 of each color. Yeah, so it kind of gradually goes. So what we're gonna do is this is gonna be our longest one. It has 4 of each color. The next 2 we're gonna do are gonna be the same length, and you're gonna do 1 less of the bottom color. So I'm actually gonna have purple at the very top and green on the bottom. So the next 2 I do are gonna have 1 less green one. And then after that, the next 2 after that are gonna have 1 more less green one. And you're just gonna keep doing that till you have all your paper done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with mine, and then I will check back with you guys to show you how to assemble it. All right, guys, I'm all done. I was hoping to show you this all hung up on the wall, but I broke the curtain rod that I was using, and I kept dropping all the chains off the end, and I was getting frustrated, so I thought I'd just show you guys it on the floor. And so it didn't take as much paper strips as I thought, so I actually had quite a few left over. I could probably make another one. And but it did take a long time, and it is but it is fun. There's Maverick, and Puppy stepped all over them, so a few of them are kind of all crumpled, but I think this would be really pretty if you could get a nice curtain rod, get really pretty colors that you like, and then hang it up on the wall. I think it would make a great wall decoration. So I hope you guys enjoy making this.